Alright everyone, I'm back here. So today we're talking about the difference between my final mock draft and what really took place in the 2020 draft of the NHL. Now, first of all, I want to do this maybe like a week or two ago, but things happened so fast between the draft, what happened, the results and all that, the not just the first round, the second to seventh round, and not just that, free agency. And after the draft, it was like also about free agents. Where's this guy going? Where's that guy going? And now it kind of settled down. So finally, I can finally talk about how wrong I was for the draft. Now it's why is it so unpredictable? For example, it's not going to be easy to get things right. For example, like I said, Jake Sanderson went fifth overall. Did we expect Jake Sanderson to go fifth overall? Maybe seventh, maybe eighth. But going to Senators, that messes everything up. So if you have him go that high up, it's kind of like everything falls down indefinitely. And there are some surprises which messes up the order that you thought it was going to go in. And that starts to make things go wrong from your mock draft versus the real thing that happened. So we'll see how many I got right, and let's get into it, shall we? Alright, starting off with the first one, and I'm glad I was right about this one, because it's one I got right. Look at that, I knew that for sure. Alexis Lafreniere goes to the Rangers, great pickup for the Rangers, absolutely. They have Capo from last year, second overall. Now they got the first overall pick in Alexis Lafreniere, and they have Panarin, they got Zibanejad. Look at that group. On defense, you have Trouba, and you got, D'Angelo. You got a great team. And you guys still can go, yep. There you go. So, first overall, I got that one right. I'm glad about that. Thank you so much. Got that one. No brainer there. Next, the Kings, actually, just to let you know, the red means, by the way, red means it's my mock draft. What I did in my final mock draft. I have a video on that if you want to check it out. It'll be in the comments below. But the red words means my final mock draft. The black is what actually happened. Alright, so the Kings actually selected Quentin Byfield. I had Byfield the longest time, then I switched my idea. But both are absolutely fantastic players. Byfield, they have a lot of great young prospect centers, but you can move them to the wing. You can do whatever. It's easier to move a center to the wing than a winger to the center. I know that for sure as a Habs fan. So, knowing that, it's okay. Byfield, what a fantastic center. He's got Kopitar to learn from. So I got that one wrong, but it's okay. It's okay. And this one, of course, I would get wrong because of the ripple effect, right? So the Ottawa Senators picked Tim Stützle. And I had Byfield going to the Ottawa Senators, but Stützle is a fantastic pick. Whoever they would get, it was fantastic. We found out it was Stützle, fantastic, love it. Stützle is a fantastic skater, great German player, absolutely. So, I'm glad about Stützle going to the Ottawa Senators. Now, the Red Wings pick Lucas Raymond going to the Red Wings. Now, the Red Wings, I had them picking my mock draft Marco Rossi. I thought, why not Rossi get that center they need? But they went for Lucas Raymond, who's a guy who's absolutely ready. So is Rossi. But Raymond is absolutely ready. I have to say, Raymond is absolutely ready. I'm going to say he's ready to play in the NHL next year. Maybe in the AHL a little, but he's a great player. And you're definitely adding to some scoring to a team that's finally looking just a little of, okay, there's some future for sure. After having a miserable year last year. Absolutely. Number 5, this was a shock of the draft. This was like, whoa, what just happened? And the Ottawa Senators pick Jake Sanderson. Now, it wasn't like too much of a shock, but it was kind of a shock because we thought Drysdale would be the first defenseman to go, and then like second Sanderson. But Sanderson was the first one to go, then Drysdale. I had Raymond going to the Ottawa Senators. Imagine having Stützle and Raymond. Oh, wow. We have Stützle and Sanderson. Interesting. You got an offenseman and a defenseman. I like it. It's a little of a difference here. Not picking Drysdale? Do they not like him? Who knows? But they loved Sanderson, what they saw from him, so definitely they went for Sanderson. Great pickup too. Sanderson is a great defenseman for sure. Now let's look at now the Ducks. And the Ducks, I got this one right. Yay. I got 2 right so far. And that is Jamie Drysdale. Yes, Jamie Drysdale is the one I got. And yes, I got it right. Yes. Alright. I'm glad I got this one right. So Jamie Drysdale, great defenseman. He'll be great for the Anaheim Ducks. He'll be fantastic. Having him on the blue line, absolutely perfecto. Alright, going on to the Devils, they picked Alexander Holtz. But I had him picking Askarov. Think about this back. I'm like, why did I pick Askarov? I don't know why. I thought, but then you have Blackwood, so why would you need Askarov? Right? But it's okay. I was kind of like, what's wrong with me? But, you know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So I had Askarov going to the Devils because he has such a good, solid, hot streak to that KHL, to the KHL in 2020 to 2021 before the draft. I thought, why not? But I could have picked him a little bit for another team that kind of needed him. But, you know, you never know. But he's looking really solid in the KHL. He's looking like a franchise goalie. Now, the Sabres kind of shocked us here. A lot of Sabres fans were kind of shocked, like, okay, interesting. Jack Quinn, wrong Jack, right? Jack Quinn is going to the Buffalo Sabres. I am picking Alexander Holtz, but Holtz was picked by the Devils. Now, I'm sure Sabres had their eye out for Holtz, but they went for Quinn. Absolutely exploded in the OHL. But I had Holtz. It's okay. You know, if another player went there, maybe Holtz would have went to the Buffalo Sabres. Number 9, and that's Marco Rossi goes to the Minnesota Wild. He dropped. I wasn't expecting Rossi to drop. That's why. So I went for Perfetti. And I thought Perfetti would be that guy, right? So that's how it is. But Perfetti went 1 less to the Jets. Look at that. So not much of a difference, isn't it? It's just a ripple effect. And then you have I had Jake Sanderson going to Jets, thinking that would be fantastic. But of course, I would have picked him up. But Perfetti going to the Winnipeg Jets, another fantastic pick. They need a second line center. They got Stastny, they picked up for 1 year. He's a veteran. They need him one day to become that guy. The Nashville Predators pick up Yaroslav Askarov. What a fantastic pickup. Rene, his career is going to be ending soon, very soon. UC Soros, he's kind of that young guy. But Askarov, that's your future franchise goalie, for sure. He's looking like that for sure. But I am picking Anton Lundell, which had been a fantastic pick too. Which he's been absolutely 4 goals in 1 game. You gotta like it, you know? And he went just 1 below. Not bad, right? To the Panthers, which the Panthers picked Anton Lundell. I have been picking Jack Quinn. Look at that. Ripple effect. See what happens? So Jack Quinn is a fantastic player like we talked about. We don't have to talk about it anymore because we talked about him with the Ottawa Senators, the Buffalo Sabres. So let's look at, oh yes, Carolina Hurricanes. I got this one right. Yay. I did. Seth Jarvis goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. I thought this would be a great pickup, and they did it. Right on the spot. Seth Jarvis. Yes, got that one right. So I got 3 out of 31. I'm impressed. A couple one-off. Gotta say I'm impressed. Pretty impressed about that so far. For the Oilers, I have been picking Aminov, but Holloway went to the Oilers. Interestingly enough, look at that. So, but Aminov is a fantastic goal scorer, and he went to the Leafs, which had the Leafs picking Brendan Schneider, a stay-at-home defenseman, a guy who's not going to be the puck-moving defenseman, not a shot from the point, just a really solid defenseman. I thought the Leafs would go for it, but Aronoff was available, Vaden Aronoff, and they went for him. Great pickup, by the way. Montreal Canadiens, they picked Caden Gooley, and I am picking Hendrik Lapierre, which I thought Canadian center, French center would be perfect, but they love Gooby. What am I saying? But Gooley is a fantastic defenseman, a mobile defenseman, a guy you don't want to be playing against. And at first I was like, wow, okay. But now I'm growing to just absolutely like this player. What he has done in the Prince Albert Raiders for sure. And absolute a guy you want on your team. You don't want to play against him. He's too tough to play against. Bring him on your team. That's what the Montreal Canadians brought him like. We don't want to play against him. Come on over here, Gooley. You're available. And the Blackhawks actually wanted Caden Gooley. So they had to use the plan B and get Lucas Reichel, which that's what they went for. Good forward, I think it's a left winger. Starting the rebuild, look at that. I am picking Dylan Holloway, which Dylan Holloway went to the Oilers. Look at that. Alright, the Devils, the Devils picked Dawson Mercer, but I have been picking Maverick Bork, which should have been a great pick too. I know he went to the Dallas Stars, dropped there a little, but Mercer, great right winger. That's going to be a future fantastic for him. That right side, you have Holtz, you have Mercer, look at that. Alright, for the Rangers, there you go. Brendan Schneider goes to the Rangers. Of course, this was Calgary's pick, and Calgary traded away. So they can, I think they moved up and down a little around some things there. So, because, yeah, they changed some things around what they had, because Calgary and the Rangers swapped some things around. Calgary fell back, and then they traded those to the Capitals and all that stuff. So that's how it all happened. But Calgary originally was picking there and had Caden Gooley. But thinking about it, Caden Gooley to the Rangers, wow, kind of like a Brendan Schneider. Maybe Gooley with more offensive potential, gotta say. So very interesting, wouldn't it be? Alright, the Devils pick. If I can say this name, if you can say that name, you're amazing. I don't know his first name, starts with S. Can't even say that one either. Mulinen? I don't even know. Maybe one day it comes to the NHL and we got the name. That's a tough name. Whatever it is, he's a defenseman. And that was Vancouver's original pick, which they traded to the Lightning for JT Miller. And that went to the Devils for Coleman, that whole thing. And that's what they got. I said Dawson Mercer to the Devils there. Yes, he went to the Devils, but he went a little bit higher up. Look at that. So technically, I got that one right, but not the same pick. So does it count? Let's give myself a half a point. Why not? So I got 1, 2, 3, 3.5 points I got right. Why not? Okay. And the Blue Jackets pick Shumnikov, who's a winger, very good winger for sure. I had them picking Connor Zary, center. I don't know, they could use a center, but they brought in Domi Koivu for now, so. But Zary is a good option, but picking Shumnikov there is a pretty solid right winger there, so for sure. Capitals pick up a guy who kind of dropped a little there, Hendrix Lapierre, which I hadn't gone to the Montreal Canadians, but he went to the Capitals, and yeah, and that's a good pickup for them. They have Connor McMichael and the prospect for that. Hendrix Lapierre, fantastic. That's the Rangers pick originally, and that was going to be Jacob Perreault, which would have been fantastic. Even though with the Capitals, that would have been fantastic too. Alright, let's go on to the Philadelphia Flyers. They originally picked Tyson Foster. Now, Tyson Foster is a really great center, a farm boy, really is a hardworking center, and he did sign an entry-level contract. I am picking Ryan O'Rourke. He went in the second round. I think Colorado picked him up. Or was it Red Wings? One of those. I think it was Colorado who picked him up. But I thought it would be just how he plays. Philly will love him. But they went for Forster. I like that pick too. Okay. For the Calgary Flames, which this one originally was the Capitals. This was all trades. The ones that had the asterisk with the team next to, those are the ones that happened on the day. So I didn't know about them until the draft started. So Washington had that pick, but it was going to be I had William Wallen do another defenseman go there. But Calgary had it. They had Connor Zeri. So that's a miss. Couple misses there. Alright, for the Colorado Avalanche, they picked Justin Barron. And Justin Barron is a good, solid defenseman. Injuries at times, but Colorado can take that responsibility and it won't hurt them as much. And I had Noel Gunler originally going to the Colorado Avalanche. There you go. For the Blues, I had Thomas Boudreau, but they picked Jake Naples. I like that one. Jake Naples, fantastic. For the Ducks, they picked Jacob Perreault. I like that. You have Drysdale, you have Perreault, fantastic. You get an offenseman, you get a defenseman. They did pretty well in that first round, I have to say, and the draft. I had them picking Jan Mysak, who dropped in the second round to the Montreal Canadiens. So there you go. The Ottawa Senators, the 3 out of 3 pick in the first round. Crazy, right? They picked Riley Craig, a really solid forward. I am picking Justin Perron. So they would have picked two defensemen and one center. But Riley Craig, pretty solid forward. That was the Islanders pick originally for J.G. Pageau. Alright, the Vegas Golden Knights pick Biswin. And he's a pretty good solid forward there. But I had him picking J.J. Paducah, who actually fell to the second round. Interesting enough, he was one of the top players in the second round, starting off there. The Dallas Stars had Maverick Bork, they picked. I had Maverick Bork actually going, who did I have him going to? Maverick Bork. Oh wow, what happened to Bork? Just like lost it on the page here. I don't know why I can't find Bork right now. I don't see it. I must be blind. But Maverick Bork, the Dallas Stars did pick him up. I had originally Tyson Foster, but either or, fantastic pick, I have to say. Bork, I know I just saw it. Where is it? I don't know why I can't think. Where is Maverick Bork? I'll find it. Sabres pick, the Sharks pick Ozzy Wasserblot, who's a good forward. I had them picking Luke Tuck, who fell in the second round to the Montreal Canadiens. But the Sharks won a first round pick because guess what? They lost those for Erik Karlsson. And it would have been third overall, so they would have had a chance at Stutzler or Byfield, which it would have been Stutzler. So there you go. Erik Karlsson for Tim Stutzler, who'd you rather have? And then a lot of people say, Stutzler! Right? So, especially for that $11 million contract, it takes up a lot of money. But I do like Erik Karlsson a lot. So, this is what it is. I got actually 4 out of 31 right. I'm pretty happy about that. I should say 3.5 because it wasn't the same pick, but the Devils did pick Dawson Mercer. So there you go. Let me know, Constable, how well you did in your mock draft, and let me know how bad I did because I did pretty bad. But actually, not as bad as I thought. So thanks for watching. Like the video, turn the bell, comment, share. I'll try to hit 400 subs. I'll see you next video.